Why do immigrants often learn English faster than everyone else? They don't have better memory. They don't study more grammar. And they're not more talented. But somehow, they become fluent faster. So what's their secret? And more importantly, how can you use the same advantage? The biggest difference is simple. Immigrants don't study English. They need English. They use English to survive, to get a job, to buy food, to talk to people, to solve real problems every single day. And this changes everything. Because when language becomes a necessity, your brain switches into a completely different mode. You stop overthinking. And you start using. They don't wait to be ready. Most learners wait. I'll speak when I know more vocabulary. I'll speak when my grammar is better. But immigrants don't have that luxury. They speak even when they're wrong. They speak even when it's uncomfortable. They speak even when they're not ready. And here's the truth. You don't become confident first. You become confident by speaking. Mistakes are not something they avoid. Mistakes are something they use. Constant exposure. Immigrants are surrounded by English all the time. They hear it on the street, at work, in stores, on TV. This creates massive input every day. And their brain starts recognizing patterns. How sentences are formed. How words are connected. How native speakers actually talk. They don't memorize rules. They absorb the language naturally. Repetition in real life builds fluency faster than studying in isolation. They learn in context. Immigrants don't learn random vocabulary lists. They learn words in real situations. For example, they don't learn the word receipt from a book. They learn it when they're standing at a cashier. They don't learn application from a list. They learn it when applying for a job. This makes learning more meaningful, easier to remember, immediately usable. Context turns information into real knowledge. Emotion plus pressure equals fast learning. There's another powerful factor. Emotion. When something is important, your brain pays more attention. When there's pressure, your brain learns faster. Immigrants often feel urgency, stress, motivation. And while that's not always easy, it accelerates learning. Your brain remembers what matters. How you can use this. So how can you learn like an immigrant? Here's what to do. 1. Create necessity. If you want to improve your English faster, you need to make it necessary in your life. Don't treat English as just a subject to study. Instead, use it in your daily routine. Think in English when you wake up. Use simple English when planning your day. Even write small notes or reminders in English. When English becomes part of your everyday life, your brain has no choice but to adapt. The more you use it naturally, the faster you improve. So don't just study English. Make it something you actually live with every day. 2. Speak before you feel ready. Many learners wait until they feel ready before speaking English. But that moment rarely comes. Perfection is not the starting point. Start speaking now, even if your English is simple. Use short sentences, basic ideas, everyday words. For example, I'm going out. I'm tired today. I like this. It may feel uncomfortable at first, but that's part of learning. Confidence is built through action, not preparation. The more you speak, the more natural it becomes. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now, with what you already know. 3. Increase exposure. If you want to improve your English faster, you need to surround yourself with it every day. The more you hear and see English, the more natural it becomes. Watch English videos. Listen to podcasts or music. Read simple articles or social media posts. Even if you don't fully understand everything, that's okay. Your brain is still learning in the background. Think of it like immersion. The more exposure you get, the more familiar English feels. And when something feels familiar, it becomes easier to use. 4. Learn in context. Don't just memorize random word lists. Learn English in real situations. When words are connected to context, you understand them better and remember them longer. For example, instead of learning buy, shop, price separately. Learn a full situation. I want to buy a coffee. How much is this? I'm going to the store. This helps your brain see how English is actually used in real life. Context makes learning easier, faster, and more natural. So always focus on meaning, not just individual words. That's how real communication is built. 5. Accept mistakes. Many learners are afraid of making mistakes when speaking English. But mistakes are not something to avoid. They are part of the learning process. Every time you make a mistake, you learn something new about English. Instead of seeing mistakes as failure, see them as feedback. For example, if you say something wrong and someone corrects you, that correction helps you improve. No fluent speaker became perfect without errors. So don't stop yourself from speaking. Speak, make mistakes, learn, and grow. That's how real progress happens. At the end of the day, the secret is not talent. It's usage. Immigrants don't become fluent because they study more. They become fluent because they live in the language. And you can do the same. Because fluency doesn't come from knowing English, it comes from using it every single day. If this video helped you, like it, share it, and subscribe for more simple English lessons. Keep listening, keep growing, and I'll see you in the next video.